Hey y'all, it's me, Christy, your friendly bookworm and nerd at heart. Today, we're going to talk about manga. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about a series that I absolutely loved and adored, and so glad that I picked up, and that is Love and Focus by Yoko Nogiri. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So I read this with Bizarre Individual. I will leave his channel linked below if you're interested. And this is actually a shoujo series, and it's only 3 volumes long, and it was seriously adorable. If you've heard of her before, she has done That Wolf Boy Is Mine, and I read the first omnibus of it, and I really loved it. I think she's known for doing shorter series. She recently has those Not So Sweet Boys out now, and I've read the first volume of that one, but I haven't picked up any more, but I definitely will. So let's talk about this series. First of all, absolutely loved it. 5 stars, would recommend. It's short, it's sweet, and it's just great. Now, this is volume 1 here, and this is volume 2, and this is volume 3. Now, what this story is about is this girl named Mako who has a passion for photography, and she really loves it. She grew up with her grandpa teaching her how to get the best shot, and she really wants to follow that passion and get better at it. But her school has no photography classes at all. I think there's a lot of schools here in the States that do offer some sort of photography class. So when her best friend from childhood hears about that, she goes to where he is living. He actually invites her and says, come down here, live at the boarding house with us. Hi, Midnight. So he offers for her to come stay at the boarding house because the school that he goes to actually has a great photography club, and they really help you learn it. They have like a very I think it's a professional teacher. I'm trying to remember if that's correct. If he said there was a professional, I think that's what he is. He's a professional photographer, and he also likes to teach for the photography club. So she agrees, and she moves into this boarding house, and on her way to move into the boarding house, she runs into this guy right here. His name is Amida-kun. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. And she runs into him at the park and takes a picture of him with a dog. And he is very upset. He's like, can you please delete that picture? Well, my cats are making noise. I apologize. Well, she said, I don't have a digital camera, so I can't just go in there and delete it. I have to go develop the film. So he is like, fine, just, get rid of it, please. And it turns out that she goes to meet her best friend, and they go to the boarding house and they go to the boarding house, and lo and behold, Amida-kun is there. So he's like, what? He lives here? And he was like, yeah, you've met him before? And he was like, well, we kind of bumped into each other down the street, and on my way here. And so they all live in the boarding house together, along with a couple other people. Yeah, so I think there's like 5 to 6 that live in the boarding house. And so she goes to school and gets to learn about photography and everything. And one day she starts talking to him, and he was like, I didn't want you to take that picture. And she gives him the picture, and she was like, here. And it turns out that it was a very beautiful photo of him and the dog. Well, the dog isn't actually his. The dog is the landlady's of the boarding house, but he loves to take it out. It's just fun for him. She actually gives him the picture, and he was like, I think he said that she could keep it or something. It's like, all right, just don't take any more of me. I don't want my picture taken. And to certain people, he does not seem like the guy that everyone goo-goos and gagas over like they do with him. Key here. I'm gonna say Key. I believe it's Key. And one day she actually sees him coming out from the bathroom, and he has his glasses off, his hair is back, and he just looks stunning to her. And she's really confused as to why he doesn't look like that all the time. Like, this is the picture right here, and that right down there. And he just thinks that he's just not a good looking guy at all, because he puts his glasses back on and his hair is scraggly and everything. But she finds him really intriguing. So she talks to him a lot, and the way that she talks about her photos in this series, and the way that she says, she's like, I take photos of things that are beautiful, or that I love, something to that extent, or that I like. I think it's, I take photos of things that I like. And he just really loves that compassion about her. And it turns out that this school has a photography club, and they grew up doing photography and everything. And Kai here always came in second place to her because she always did such beautiful photography. And I believe he wasn't too fond of that. I'm gonna stop right here, and I'm gonna say that pretty much this is like a triangle love relationship. It's basically who is she gonna choose relationship. It's very cute, very short and sweet. I loved it. Now, if you want to continue the video and get some spoilers, then just keep watching. If you don't, then stop right here, right now, and finish it after you've read this manga series. So, again, if you don't want spoilers, get off the video now. If you don't mind spoilers, or you want to hear my thoughts that are kind of spoilery, then continue. Alright, so, basically, Kai right here is jealous of Amira-kun here, because they both have feelings. You clearly know that they both have feelings. And one of the things that really bugs me about Kai is, in one of these books, I can't remember, in one of these volumes, he says something to Amira-kun that really bothers me. He says that he is not going to date her until he can defeat her in a photo competition, get better at photos or whatever. And I don't know why he says that, and it just really bothered me that he said that. And because if you like her, you like her. You don't want to, like, you shouldn't be jealous of her and, like, what she's good at and everything. Like, you should encourage her. And it just kind of bothered me. And all along, Amira-kun, he's kind of quiet about this whole thing. And he is so, like, he's so adorable. Like, I loved his character so much. I just really thought this whole thing was beautiful. I really liked the way that they described photography in here. And I loved the genuine way that Amina-kun really looked at Mako, or Mako, Mako, sorry. It's just, you could just tell that he really liked her for her genuineness, the depths of how she thought about things and all that. Look, such beautiful pictures. And the way that he just seemed to want her and not let anybody else have her, is how it kind of felt, because he confesses her love to her and everything, and they start going out, and it's almost like she feels like she has to situation, and she doesn't have to. And in the end, she does end up with Amina-kun, which I was so excited about that. I did warn you about spoilers, so if you saw this, I did warn you. But I know I keep saying this, but she seemed to really care about Amina-kun, and she felt that her feelings for Kai weren't genuine, and I feel like Amina-kun really made Maku a better person, and really showed, helped her to see, like, that she's a good person, that her photography is great, and that she should keep up being that genuine person that she is. And I think that also Maku helped Amina-kun realize that he should be the person that he's meant to be, because he in this last photo, you see, this last volume, you see that he cuts his hair, he takes his glasses off. We later find out that there's an article of Amina-kun as a kid, and he was being a kid model apparently for some magazine, and he got a stalker that stalked him and was like, you took that part away from my son deserved that part, you're terrible, you're so ugly, like, you don't need to be being a model or whatever. And he kind of hid himself away when that happened. So this was actually the reason why he didn't want his photo to be taken. At least that's what I believe. I think this whole modeling when he was young just really bothered him, so he decided he should just hide away because of what he was told. And I think that Maku really started to show him that, you can be yourself. Like, you shouldn't let your past beat you up like that. Like, you're fine, you're handsome, like, you should shine. And it was just a really nice series. Like, I loved it. I love the name Love and Focus, like love and focus on the love kind of type deal. But I would definitely recommend this to anyone. Even if you're just starting off in manga, this would be a good one to pick up. It's rated T for ages 13 plus, so like if you're trying to find a good manga to suggest to like your teenagers, I really feel like this one would be good. My cousin is into manga now, which I am so freaking excited about that. So this would be a good one that I would recommend to her if she wants to read it. I don't know if they have an anime. She's very into anime as well, but if they do, let me know. But yeah, my review for this is 5 stars. Absolutely great. I'm going to read more of this mangaka stuff. If you have any questions that maybe I didn't cover, please leave them in the description box. If you have any questions of maybe some things that I didn't cover with this, please leave your questions in the comments. And if you would, just kind of give me a smiley face. I just want to see some smiley faces in the comments, or like a camera if you can, or a heart of some kind. I just want to see some cool emojis in the comments. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a good day and stay strong and read on. Bye y'all. And Connor, y'all know this ain't a video without cats, right?